All right. All right. So welcome back, guys, once again to this Oracle Identity Federation and Internet Directory installation series. So, so far we have actually installed the both the components, both Internet Directory and Identity Federation, and we validated them, via the WebLogic console and the Enterprise Manager console. So I believe you are able to see my screen. I'm just, quickly, showing the Enterprise Manager console and the WebLogic console here, right? So in this session, we are just going to connect to the Oracle Internet Directory, right? And then basically, we are going to configure the user data store. Okay. So basically, I'm, as you can see here, uh, we are connected to the Oracle Directory Services Manager here. So the way to connect the Directory Services Manager is like, you have to just right click on this OID, right? And then if you click on the, the Directory Services Manager and then Data Browser, it should just populate it here, okay? It should bring up a new window where you can just see all those, you'll be able to see the small login prompt window wherein you can just give your username, password, and then, uh, you know, you'll be able to connect. And before that, I just wanted to quickly show you, like, see, currently, if you just right click on OIF and then click on administration and identities, right? You would see something like, it's completely blank. So if you just right click on OIF and then administration, you'll see the various menus that corresponds to OIF. Since it's a fresh installation, right? We have not configured anything. So that's why you don't see anything here. Okay. Now what we're going to do is, like, as I said, we're going to be, configuring the user data store here. Okay. And Federation data store or the user data store here, right? And so in order to do that, we are just going to see how many users currently we see. Okay. So as you can see here, you have something called CN equal to, if you remember, this is the base DN which we configured at the time of installing. And then before this, I created one sample test user to see the behavior. Okay. So I just created this. So if you want to create a new user, once again, what you can do is just right click on it, CN equal to ORCL admin menu. Okay. And as soon as you right click, you will just see the option like create like. Okay. Once you click on create like, you just need to, retain this object class. Okay. And then the parent of the entry, right? And then you just need to click on this next. You will just give the name like CN equal to, if you're going to create like any of the users first name, then you have to give your CN here, and then related distinguished name will be again CN, right? And then so say for example, like if I just wanted to create it like Krishna, right? And then just give the surname also as Krishna, SN as Krishna, and then here just give CN. So the DN will get automatically populated like CN equal to Krishna, comma CN equal to users, DC equal to Saisham, comma DC equal to com. Just click next here, and wherever you see ORCL admin, you have to just replace it with your appropriate user details. Okay, and then just click next and finish. So you'll be able to create a new user in Oracle Internet Directory. Okay, so this is one way of creating the user. Okay, so I've already created this user, and then once I created the user, I just had to add one additional attribute here. Okay, under the optional attributes. So if you just click on here, this user password was not there initially, so I just selected it here and then moved it to this column so that I can actually have the user password as one of the optional attribute added to this user. Okay, so that's how that's all we have in setting up the user. Now, if you want to now connect to this, uh, now we need to just connect to the the we need to see whether the new user that got created in via Oracle Internet Directory is actually getting replicated in our Oracle Identity Federation console. Okay, so for that, what we have to do is we have to go to the the administration and then identities. Uh, just a second, let me just click on administration, server property. Yeah. So I'm just verifying these options here. Okay. Yeah. So now if you click on this uh, data store, right? Okay, I got it. So if you just click on the data store here, right? So you have to click on this edit option here. So ideally, I think I think my laptop got crashed once again. Okay, so I have to do all over again. Okay, so let me just remove this LDAP S. This is because I think it is 389. Okay, I just give the password here. I think it should be 303, right? Okay, let me just click on test connection here. Okay, I don't think it's correct. Okay, so what I will do is, I think the URL password would be, I'm just going to select the, you know, port number here. I just wanted to verify the port number. So I just Google it here. I think it should be uh, for SSL. Yeah, because I don't remember this on top of my mind. Okay, so let me, yeah, I think this is the one, 3060. Okay, I think I given, should be 3060, right? So what I do here is, I think should be 3060. Okay, let me test it now. Okay, see now, after I change the port number to 3060, it got, it said like, connection is successful, right? So all you have to do is just make sure that the URL is correctly given in this format, LDAP colon, and then the complete host name, and then 3060, because it's not SSL one, because this is the demo one. And here you have to just follow as per the documentation. User ID attribute is ORCL GUID. User description attribute is UID. Person object class will be .org person, and BSTN is the one which corresponding to our environment. Okay. So just make sure that you follow these attributes, fill in these attributes based on the documentation. Just click OK here. Okay. So now it said like user data store has been updated successfully. So now if I go back here, identity federation, and then go to administration, and then go to identity, we just refresh it. Ideally, it should on user. Yeah, just click on local user and search with the user here. Okay, see, you've got all the three users, like whatever you see, ORCL admin, public, and Rama. They have been fetched from Oracle Internet Directory to this. So if you remember, just before we started, if you see that screen, okay, here the Federation data store, it would still show it's not been configured. But if you click on the local user store, then search with search, you'll just see the user getting created, right? So if you're going to basically create one more user, it should pop it here. So that's all we have for in this session, guys. So we have so far now created a new user. Of course, I did not create the user in this video, but I just showed you what are the steps that we need to follow to create the new user. And then we also validated that these users get updated in the user data store, right? And we also, just before this, we also navigated to the Oracle Identity Federation, you know, uh, administration, and then we go to the data store here. So I just showed you how to configure the user data store here. Okay, so you just I think, if it is completely blank, then it would be just like if you need to just click on edit, and then you give the repository type as LDAP directory, and then proceed. Okay. So in the same way, I've just configured it here, repository type LDAP directory, and then you give the connection URL, bind DN, password, and so on. Okay. So that's how we configure the user data store. So after we create the user data store, you will just basically go to the OIF's administration page once again, the administration menu, and then click on identities. And after that, you just go to the local users here, which is corresponding to the OIF users, sorry, OID users. Okay. And then you just, without even giving any value, you just click on search, and you'll see those users which we created in Oracle Internet directly in this particular menu. Okay. Yeah. I think that's all we have, guys. So we'll talk to you in the next video. Thank you.